Hi guys, welcome back to another video with the real Loverlee, and in today's video I will be talking about something a little bit different than what I'm normally talking about on my channel. Like, we're not doing a DIY today or a tutorial. We're gonna be talking about balloon and event decoration pricing. So while you're here, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Like, if it's red right now on your screen, please go ahead and make that thing gray. Give this video a thumbs up, and also if you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave a comment, to leave your question down in the comment box below, and I'll be sure to answer it. So without further ado, let's get straight into this video. This has been I wouldn't say highly, but this has been a requested video from a lot of my subscribers. A lot of my subscribers are balloon and event decorators themselves, event planners, so I understand the struggle, because that was a nightmare for me when I was just starting out and I didn't really know how to price my stuff. So I totally understand, and I'm happy to make this video to help out a lot of you guys, because it's something that people don't talk about a lot. There's a lot of event planners that don't like to share information, but it's okay because I got y'all. I don't know if I help y'all all the way, but I will help y'all as much as I can. I'll talk about a lot of the stuff that you guys have been asking in my DMs and on my other social medias. So let's get straight into this video. But anyways, yes, pricing can be a nightmare for anybody who provide a service. Like, they can tell you the hardest part about this thing is pricing. As soon as you get your prices together, then you have no problem at all. Like, that's like one of the most important things, to get your pricings together, and then you're gonna be alright. Okay, as soon as you get your pricing together, then you're gonna be fine. Like, it's only up from there. Literally, like, pricing is literally the hardest thing about a service provider. And today I'm gonna be talking mainly about balloon decorators, because even for consumers, they don't understand. Consumers or customers, like, they do not understand everything that goes into balloon decorations. They feel like we could just go to Amazon or Party City and buy some balloons and put it together and charge them $100 to do it.
Sis, really? No, that is not how it goes, okay?
So I'm going to give you guys a little insight about what balloon decorators have to go through, and for the balloon decorators, I'm going to be giving you guys a little insight about how to charge for your work. And I'll be telling you guys a lot about the mistakes that I've made when I was just starting, so you guys will be sure to avoid making those same mistakes. Okay, let's go. So first, we're going to be talking about market research. Market research is finding out what everyone else in your area or in your industry is charging for the same service, and then you make your price the same or around that. When I was just starting out, I didn't do any type of market research. I was just charging any amount. Like, if I was getting hired to do 2 balloon columns, I would just be like, oh, just give me $30. Yes, $30. Throughout this video, I'm going to be telling you guys a lot of the prices that I've charged for a lot of the services, and you guys are gonna be like, what? Are you serious? Did she just say that? Yes. Like, it's kind of embarrassing talking about it, but it's okay, because you live and you learn, and I'm here to make sure that you guys don't make the same mistake that I did, okay? So yes, but yeah, when I was first starting out, I used to do mostly balloon columns and balloon arches, and I didn't really know how much to charge. I used to just charge enough for the balloons. I wasn't thinking about my gas. I wasn't thinking about the time that I was spending doing all of that. I wasn't thinking about any of those things. I was just charging enough to buy the supplies. So I buy the balloons, and I used to buy balloons from Amazon and Party City at the time. So at the end of the day, I was still probably purchasing the supplies for more than what I've charged customers, and that was really bad on my part. But I was really young, so I didn't really know anything about doing market research and finding out what other people was charging for the same services in my area, then go from there. So I feel like that is a very important thing that you have to do. Like, do your market research, like see, not even from other areas, like see what other people in your area is charging. I don't know if the people in your area is kind of like stingy with sharing information, but you can ask them how much they're charging for the service that you're for the same service if they provide it, and then see if they will tell you, because that's what I did, and a lot of people in my area replied to me, and that's when I started, you know, making adjustments to my price. So definitely do your market research, because when you're doing balloon decorations, you have to factor in a lot of things, and I'm about to get into that right now. As soon as you guys hit the subscribe button, if you're watching this and you're not already subscribed to the channel, let's go ahead and subscribe to the channel and join the fam, and give this video a thumbs up. Okay, let's get straight into the video. So when you get hired for balloon or event decorations, first you need to calculate what the cost of all the supplies that you'll be using and all the supplies that you need for that particular event. You gotta factor in all of the cost of the supplies, and that's separate. You have to calculate the distance from your house or studio to their venue and then back, because a lot of times you deliver and set up, then after the event you have to go back and set up. So that's where your gas price comes in. Please don't forget about your gas. And for the people who do this as full-time and, you know, taxes involved, like, you need these type of things for when you're filing your taxes. So you have to include your gas. So you have the supply costs, then you have your gas. So now we're going into your time and experience. If you're experienced and your skill set is like up here to up here, then definitely factor in your experience cost. Okay, don't forget that. Like, you need that. Your experience, your skill set, it does matter. Don't let anybody else tell you that it don't. Your experience do matters. So factor in your experience, and also factor in your time. Like, time spent decorating, even if you're doing it as a side job, full-time job, a hobby, it's your time. Factor that in. So you have your supplies, your gas, and calculate your gas based on the distance. Don't calculate the amount it takes to fill your tank. Calculate it by distance. Like, if the event is 30 minutes away, then you have a fixed price for that. But if it's like 45 to an hour or an hour and 30 minutes, then that's when the price go up, because the further you go, like, the more miles you're using, and your car is depreciating. You know, you gotta think about stuff like that. So you factor in the cost of your miles and gas. So yes, it's very important. I'm telling you guys this because I never have anybody to tell me this when I was just first starting out. I was doing this not knowing a lot of stuff about business, but as soon as I turned my hobby into a business, that's when I started doing a lot more research, and I didn't really see any videos of anybody talking about stuff like this. So I'm glad that I'm here to help out a lot of you guys. So after you calculate your supplies, your gas, your experience, and your time, that's when you add it all together and you come up with the price for your work. Like, say for instance, a 10 feet balloon garland in your area is averaged to around $250 to start. That's with only 12 and 5-inch balloons, 2 to 3 colors included, and probably like 1 or 2 jumbo balloons for $250, right? You have to make your price around that. People say it has a lot to do with the area that you're in. That's what you make your price around. But at the end of the day, most of us, we're purchasing our supplies and balloons from the same place. And if it costs the same price it costs the same price for everybody everywhere. So if we're all buying balloons from bargainballoons.com, it's not like people in Ohio get to buy cheaper from people in New York. No, it all costs the same thing. So this whole your price depends on where you live at, I don't feel like that's really true, because if I move to a cheaper area, then I'm not gonna charge cheaper. My balloon price is gonna stay the same or it's going higher, because all the supplies cost the same for everybody, and I still have to think about my time, my gas, and my experience, you know, like all of those things come into consideration. And if the person does not want to pay that price, that's okay, because not everyone is meant to be your customer. Like when I was first starting out, I used to get a lot of clients. Like I'm talking about going 2 months, I'm busy every weekend, Saturdays and Sundays, like busy, all booked out. And that's because my price was really cheap and I didn't know better. So everyone was just taking advantage of my cheap prices. And when I realized it was already too late, it's not like I could go back to them and be like, oh, I undercharged you, like I need the rest of the money. Like no, like that was just a loss for me. So I caught on in like a year or so, and that's when I adjusted my price. My clientele started to decrease, but at the same time, whenever I get booked, I'm getting what I'm worth. Because when I first started out, you're not gonna believe this, guys, when I first started out, my balloon garlands was $75. Yes, you heard that right. Like my balloon garlands was literally $75. I'm gonna tell you guys a little story. So I got booked to do a balloon garland. Like I put my stuff on Facebook Marketplace all the time. So I got booked to do this balloon garland. I was literally just starting out. I mean, not started out, because I started out in 2012, and this happened in this happened 2018. So I got booked to do my balloon garland, right? And then when I went there, she showed me a picture and say, I didn't know how to describe it, but this is what I want. And she showed me a picture of a balloon wall, guys. And tell me why I did the balloon wall for the same amount of price that I charged at first to do the balloon garland, because that was the original agreement. But she showed me a picture of Pinterest and it was a balloon wall, and I ended up doing the balloon wall. Like that was my first time doing the balloon wall. I did amazing. I might insert a picture right here. So it was my first time doing a balloon wall, and like I covered that whole wall, and I didn't add anything on the price, and she didn't even tip me like anything. Like, so she got a whole balloon wall for her baby shower or gender reveal, and it was $75. So I used a lot of balloons doing that wall, because I didn't use link balloons to do my balloon walls. I make clutters and then attach them. So you know, when you do a balloon wall like that, use a lot of balloons. But thank God I had a lot of balloons at the time, and I did end up giving her a balloon wall. So that was my first time doing it. That was a big loss for me, but I didn't think of it as that, because now I have a picture of a balloon wall to post on my page, you know, something to add to my portfolio so other people can start booking me for balloon walls. So I don't know, I guess it's a win-win, but at the same time, like, wow, I really got paid $75 to do a balloon wall, and I did not get any of that money, because all that money went to supplies or in my gas, and that was it. So you have to think about stuff like this. I know a lot of you guys have been making a lot of mistakes like I did, and I'm here to put a stop to that, okay? Like it's not okay that people take advantage of us like this and feel like, oh, it's just balloons, and feel like, oh, it's just balloons, you know, it's whatever, balloons are cheap, you can go to the Dollar Tree and buy some balloons. No, no, we don't buy our balloons from the Dollar Tree, or parties to the balloons are just for emergencies, and we all know that. We don't buy our balloons from Amazon, because the quality is like It's not okay. So most of us, we get our balloons from Sempertex. Stuff Tex, you know, we use Qualitex balloons, brands like that, and those aren't cheap and they're good quality. So if the person really wants good quality, they will pay for your work, okay? So don't feel bad for charging the amount that you charge, because if they really respect your work and really want your work, they will pay for it, okay? Don't feel bad about your prices. Raise that price, okay? Okay, so let's get into this part. This thing is really funny to me. This thing about Amazon kits. Like, a lot of times clients hit you up and inquiring about a certain type of balloon decoration or style, and then you give them a price and then they mention the Amazon kit. Like, the Amazon kit is way cheaper than that. Why would I pay you $300 to do a balloon garland or something? Like, they don't understand that Amazon balloon quality only lasts you for a couple of hours, or most of them pop, or they're just not good quality. Like, when the vendors on Amazon are posting, advertising their work or posting their kits on Amazon, they use a picture from Pinterest that has nothing to do with their balloons. It's just the same color, maybe, because most of the time the colors are off. So they use a picture from Pinterest or a professional balloon decorator picture and use it to promote their kit. And then when you get the kit, is like way different. Like, the colors are off. The picture that you're expecting has like 3 jumbo balloons, and you get like two 16-inch balloons, and they claim that's the jumbo balloons. Or you get like 5 to 6 5-inch balloons, and a couple, and the rest of them is like 9 and 12-inch balloons. Like, it will not add up. If you want to get that same exact picture, most of the times you have to double stuff. Most of the times you have to buy more than one of the kit to get that same exact picture. So people think they could just buy the kit off Amazon and do it themselves, which is okay. Like, they could do it by themselves, but at the same time they're kind of like discrediting you. Like, oh, I could get this off of Amazon, why are you charging so much? Like, they don't understand that that picture that they see on Amazon is not what they're gonna get in the kit. But yeah, I just feel like we as decorators and event planners don't get enough credit that we deserve, because everybody feel like it's just balloons, or it's just the backdrop, like it's just a dessert table. Like, how much did we pay for a table? How much did we pay for a tablecloths? How much did we pay for a backdrop and the stand that the backdrop is on? You know, how much did we pay for the glue dots that we have to use to attach the balloons? How much do we pay for a pump that we use to blow the balloons? Like, what about the money that we're charging for time? What about me driving an hour to your event to get this done? What about my experience? Like, they don't think about stuff like that. They just feel like, oh, it's just balloons and stuff like that. Like, if they feel like it's just balloons, like, it's okay for them to do it by themselves. But I feel like people should really respect service providers' prices and just go with it. Like, if you cannot afford it, that is okay. You can definitely buy the balloons and do it yourself. It won't be the same quality. And this how it brings back to not everyone is meant to be your customers, because most of the times when people don't want to pay your prices and always cry about your price, or try to negotiate the price that you give them, that means that person is not meant to be your client. And that's okay. That's all right. Like, I feel like all the cheap work that I did, I feel like those people took advantage of me and never said anything about my prices. Like, you know a balloon garland is not supposed to be $75, but you still hired me and you still didn't tip me and you still took advantage of me. But you know, I got all those pictures to build my portfolio, and now I know better. I don't get as much clientele. Like, I'm not booked and busy every single weekend, but when I do get booked, like, I do see results. Like, when I do get booked, I get booked by people who appreciate my work and like my work, and, you know, respect my work and my prices. and those do add up. Like as a lot of you guys know from based on watching the other videos, this is my full-time job. Like I've raised my prices and I've done my market research and I've adjusted most of my prices, or like all of my prices, and I'm still doing it as my full-time work. Like when when a client book me, they know that they're getting quality work because of what my portfolio look like now. So it's okay if you guys want to continue to charge cheap to get pictures for your portfolio, but as soon as you feel like you're spending a lot of time doing an event and you're not seeing the money, or you're losing more money and stuff like that, go ahead and raise your prices. Like it's okay. Like I understand if you want to continue charging cheap so you can get more pictures for your pages and stuff and your website, that's definitely fine, because that's how a lot of service providers start off. But you have to know when to start adjusting the price, especially if you're thinking about doing this thing full-time. Then you have to start, you know, making adjustments. Like it's okay if you do balloon decorations in your house and take pictures of it and stuff like that, just to build your portfolio, instead of getting booked $125 to do a whole balloon wall like me and then barely getting any money. Like I feel like it's best to just make it in your house, take pictures of it, and those are the pictures that you post, because you're not getting used like that, you know what I'm saying? So as I said, this video is mostly about balloon decorations. I'm sure I'm gonna make a video talking about other type of event decor, but I feel like balloon decorators or balloon decorations do not get the respect that it deserves, because people think that it's just balloons, and it's not just balloons, because you know you want quality work, so that means you have to pay quality money. Okay, so I'm not sure if I missed anything. I think I've covered most of balloon prices and stuff like that. So if you feel like I didn't mention something, you can go ahead and inbox me, or you can leave a like if you feel like I didn't mention something, you can go ahead and inbox me or comment down below and let me know if I missed some, or if there's something that you want me to talk about next. But I'm going to definitely make a video talking about other type of event decorations. People ask me also about dessert tables. Like that's another story, so I'm definitely going to be making another video. I didn't want this video to be too long, so I only talked about balloon decorations, but I'll definitely be sure to make another video talking about pricing. Like I probably make a video early next month and drop it about pricing for like other type of event decorations. So yeah, thank you for watching as always, and be sure to subscribe. As I said, subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for 1,500 subscribers. I've been getting 100 subscribers per week for the last 4 weeks, and I am so happy and grateful. Thank you guys for your continued support and watching my videos. I'm happy to be helping other, you know, beginner decorators and stuff like that, and helping you guys out, because when I was starting, there wasn't much videos for me to watch of the things that I really wanted to learn about. So if there's something that you want me to make a tutorial on or talk about, please don't hesitate to ask. I'm always open to sharing information. I'm not stingy when it comes to sharing information at all. So yeah, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section below if there's a question you'd like to ask me. And as always, thank you for watching. Bye.